this time straighten up a bit. And in. They're set for the Nicholson Gin Handicap, a 5 furlong dash down the hill. And they're off. Just Glamorous was fairly well away, so too Ornate, showing his trademark early speed, and Night on Earth on the right in the orange sleeves. On the extreme right is Indian Creek. Dusky Lord also on the right with the nose banded, the Defiant. More down the centre, Just Glamorous, followed by Celsius, as Night on Earth builds a useful lead heading down to the 3 furlong marker. Away to the left is Lihu, the furthest left is Equality, tracked by last year's winner, the Grey Lord Riddiford, over there as well. And then Rayon and Stone of Destiny and Atalis Bay. And then Embor, Dusky Lord just ahead of Embor, and trying to get on terms is old Duke of Firenze and Indian Creek under pressure, and Night on Earth still leads the way, but Equality is now being produced on the far side from Lihu as they run down to the final furlong. Night on Earth, Lihu, Equality, Lord Riddiford getting going far side, Dusky Lord as well, and the Defiant down the near side. A bunch finish as they race to the line. Night on Earth, Lord Riddiford flashing home to win it again. Lord Riddiford backs up last year's victory. Night on Earth maybe just shading second, fighting it out with Dusky Lord and Lihu. Atalis Bay making late ground, the Defiant on the stand side.
Won it last year, won it this year. Lord Riddiford has taken the 5 furlong handicap here in the hands of Jason Hart for John Quinn. It's tight for second between Night on Earth. Want to see what happened at the start to him and Dusky Lord. Fourth is Lihu, and fifth is number 14, the Defiant, but it is Lord Riddiford back off a mark very close to the one he won this race off last year, who was obliged under Jason Hart for John Quinn. They were at it last weekend in Ireland with Mr. Wagyu, who's now one of the favourites for the Stewards Cup on Saturday. He sure can produce a sprinter on the day that matters, and rarely does a Glorious Goodwood go past without this stable in the winner's enclosure. Your horse Night on Earth, Martin, has run an absolute screamer and might have gone pretty close to winning this race. Well, did go close to winning, but might have done had whatever happened at the start not happened.
Yeah, maybe. Lord Riddiford down the centre of the track made a little bit of trouble, didn't he, about a furlong and a half out. Jason just pulled him out down the far side, got a clear shot at it, responds really well. Fine piece of trading, I think, John Quinn, getting him back to the sort of form that he showed to win in this race last year. He's been a fantastic fun sprint handicapper, this horse, for a few years now.
He has, generally more effective on the all-weather. Look at that, right over to one side, orange sleeves. Night on Earth's rider Freddie Larson.
Yeah, he's a horse that anticipates the start, Night on Earth. He does it quite regularly, and I think he's done that today. Whether Fred's just lost an iron, I don't know. It looks like he might have done on his right-hand side there. He's obviously run away with him, and he's a very quick horse. He's been suited by the track, and he's run a screamer, hasn't he? I think Dusky Lord maybe got up for second, didn't he? Dusky Lord in the cheek pieces for the first time, white colours. Watch his run through. He's travelling well under a hold-up ride, Dusky Lord, and he's run extremely well as well. But they've come from all sides. That's a positive, Nick. Stall 2 the winner, stall 12 and 14 the second and third. So the draw hasn't had a big bearing on the race, seemingly.
It's a masterful bit of training. This horse had a wind operation after a couple of disappointing runs and needed a couple of runs just to get him teed up. There was much more encouragement in that run at Doncaster last time when he was sort of away from the way that the action was unfolding. The handicapper dutifully dropped him a bit. Look at the start again, stall 14. Goes left, then goes right. The pedal comes out, Freddie Larson. I'd imagine he wanted to keep a bit straighter than he did. The horse has then just drifted into the centre of the track.
Yeah, he's not got much steering power at that point in time, I don't think, Fred, has he? So, it was a bit unfortunate. Whether it's made any difference, I really don't know. I suspect not, Nick, to be honest. He's a horse that runs a little bit on his own steam, and it was a good run from him. But you can see Lord Riddiford down the middle of the track there, yellow colours. He's travelled away in behind them, and Jason Hart's got a little bit of cover, hasn't he? He's managed to just tuck him in behind one. Lihu, in the purple sleeves there, he's just managed to get a little bit of cover, and he's pulled him out. It's not until quite late on that he's pulled him to the outside to get out of that cover for a clear shot at it down the outside. Just looking in behind them if there's any hard luck stories, Nick. I didn't see any notable ones. Ember maybe didn't get the clearest of runs through. The 2 King Power horses were climbing over the top of them briefly, but I don't think there was any connections that'll be feeling completely unlucky in the race.
Yeah, Lord Riddiford has shown all his old zip and enthusiasm today. He's 3 from 4 at this track, even though most of his best career efforts have come on a synthetic surface. He's well enough handicapped on turf to have won this race a couple of times.
Yeah, and look, he obviously dropped through the winter a little bit. He maybe needed that wind operation to get him back, and I think on the back of that, he's probably worked his way steadily back to full fitness as well.
Well, you don't get too many Epsom Derby festivals without this firm getting a winner, and you don't get too many Glorious Goodwoods without them getting one or two as well. Brilliant bit of target training, this, repeating last year's success with Lord Riddiford. Dusky Lord second, and Night on Earth has finished in third place. Jason Hart doing the steering. Nick Lightfoot has the SPs.
I do, and a big smile as well from Jason Hart. Lord Riddiford 10-1 winning it again, and as Nick said there, he's enhanced his already very good record at Goodwood, 3 from 4 there. John Quinn, well done indeed. It was Lord Riddiford beating El Astronaut in a fine 1-2 for the stable in this race last year. Dusky Lord 13-2 finished in second with the headgear going on. Night on Earth, loads of pace, 17-2 in third. Half a length and a nose, the distances. Latest time of the day, 56.79, again dipping under standard, 0.41 of a second quicker than the 57.20.